Hello and assalamu alaikum to everyone. A very good noon, everyone. Myself, Mariam Zulfikar, training wali, working as Vice Principal at Rehan School Online Academy and Facilitator at Rehan AI Teachers Institute Teacher Training Bootcamp for 2 months. I'm back with another amazing AI session with ChatGPT. So let's conversation about it. But before this, you guys can watch me live on my Facebook, and in the recording, you can watch it on my LinkedIn and YouTube, named as Mariam Zulfikar Training Money. So let's connect a call with ChatGPT and explore today's topic, because today's topic is really important for me and maybe you guys who are really interested in training. It's really helpful for you as well. And the topic that I want to discuss with ChatGPT: ways to achieve my goal. So let's connect the call with ChatGPT and explore the information. Hello, ChatGPT. Myself, Mayim Zulfikar, training buddy. How are you?
Hello, Mariam Dilpika. Great to hear you're ready for training. What kind of training are you preparing for? Let me know how I can assist you.
Okay, I just want to explore a topic, and before this, I just want to explain myself. Actually, my goal is to train the people around the world regarding this education system and how they can emerge this conventional education system or whatever the system they are working right now. They have to emerge with AI, with artificial intelligence, and how we can make it more productive and more innovative for the learner's point of view. So let's talk about the title that I explored today as ways to achieve my goal. So my first question is, and I explained to you my about my goal. So which kind of the basic things you suggest to me I have to do it?
It's inspiring to hear about your goal of integrating AI into the education system for a more innovative and productive future. To get started, there are a few key things I'd suggest. One, understanding the current system. Before implementing AI, deeply analyze the current educational practices and the challenges that exist in the system. This will help you identify where AI can be most useful, like personalized learning, grading, or automating administrative tasks. Two, awareness and education. Educate the educators first. They need to understand AI, its capabilities, and how it can be integrated effectively. Offering workshops, courses, or content that explains AI in simple terms can be a great start. Three, start small and scalable. Begin with pilot projects, small scale AI tools or integrations that address specific challenges. For example, personalized learning platforms or AI driven tutoring systems. Once you see what works, you can scale up. Four, incorporate AI powered tools. There are several AI tools available that can enhance the learning experience, such as chatbots for immediate feedback, adaptive learning systems, and predictive analytics to help students stay on track. Start experimenting with these. Five, collaboration and community building. Create a network of educators, AI specialists, and tech experts who can collaborate on how to implement AI in education. This community can help you stay up to date with the latest trends and technologies. Six, focus on student centric learning. AI should enhance the learning experience from the student's perspective. This includes personalized learning paths, gamification, and real time assessments of progress. Seven, address ethical concerns. Since AI is a powerful tool, it's important to address ethical issues like data privacy and bias in AI systems. Training others to use AI responsibly is a crucial part of this goal. Eight, evaluate and iterate. AI integration is an ongoing process. Constantly evaluate the outcomes, gather feedback from students and educators, and make improvements. This will help you refine your strategies. Does this align with the direction you were thinking about, or would you like to dive deeper into any specific area?
Um, yes, I would like to dive in deeper thing because I want to explore lots of different things. Um, ChatGPT, could you please explain me how can I figure it out? Does my training is actually workable for the trainees or not?
Absolutely, Miriam. It's great that you're looking to assess the effectiveness of your training. Here are some ways to figure out if your training is actually working for your trainees. 1. Pre and post assessment. Conduct assessments before and after the training. This will help you measure how much the trainees have learned and whether they've gained the intended skills or knowledge. You could use quizzes, surveys, or even practical exercises to gauge progress. 2. Real world application. Have trainees apply what they've learned in real world scenarios. If the training is focused on integrating AI into education, ask them to create AI powered lesson plans or use AI tools in their teaching. This will help you see if they can translate knowledge into practice. 3. Feedback loops. Ask for feedback throughout the training process, not just at the end. Regular check ins or surveys can help you understand what trainees are finding useful or challenging. You can then make adjustments as you go. 4. Observations. If possible, observe your trainees during practical sessions. How are they interacting with the tools or methods you introduced? Are they confident in applying what they've learned, or do they seem unsure? These observations will give you insight into their learning process. 5. Engagement levels. Keep an eye on how engaged the trainees are throughout the training. If they are actively participating, asking questions, and showing interest, it's a good sign your training is effective. Low engagement may indicate that the content isn't resonating or that it's too difficult to understand. 6. Trainee success stories. After the training, see if the trainees apply their learning in a way that benefits them or their work. Success stories, where trainees implement what they've learned and see positive results, are a good indication that the training was effective. 7. Continuous improvement. Even after the training, encourage your trainees to continue exploring and implementing AI in their educational practices. Check in on their progress periodically to see if they are still using the tools and strategies they learned. 8. Knowledge retention. Evaluate how much of the training is retained over time. After some weeks or months, conduct a follow up test or ask trainees to present on what they've learned. If they retain the knowledge and skills, then the training was impactful. Would you like more details on how to structure any of these methods or any other specific aspects of evaluating your training?
Okay, ChatGPT, could you please explain me about how does I figure it out before going for any training session? Does the trainees need this training or not? And please suggest me some assessment questionnaire. How does I need to prepare and different kind of the sections I need to include in it?
Before you go into any training session, figure out whether the trainees actually need the training and if it's relevant to their current skill set and goals. Here's how you can figure that out. 1. Needs assessment. This is the first step in understanding if the training is necessary. You need to determine the gap between what the trainees currently know and what they need to know. Some methods to assess this: surveys and questionnaires. Send out a survey to the potential trainees beforehand, asking them about their current skills, what challenges they face, and what they wish to improve. You can ask open ended questions to get a sense of their needs. Interviews. Conduct one on one or group interviews with a few trainees to dive deeper into their struggles and goals. This can help you better understand their current level of knowledge and whether your training would be useful to them. Review of systems. If you're training people in using AI for education, for instance, analyze their current methods. Do they lack efficiency or are there pain points in their current process that AI can solve? Identify learning objectives. Clearly outline what you want the trainees to achieve from the session. This ensures that you're addressing the right needs. For example, if your goal is to teach AI integration in the classroom, your objective could be something like: trainees will be able to use AI tools to personalize learning experiences for their students. 3. Training readiness. Assess whether the trainees are ready to learn. Are they open to change? Are they familiar with technology? You can determine this by checking their baseline skills, such as their knowledge of AI or tech tools, understanding their attitude towards new technologies. If they are resistant to change, the training might need to be adjusted to include motivational aspects. Market research or benchmarking. See if there are similar training programs already available. If yes, look at their feedback or impact. It can help you understand if there's an existing need in the market or if your training can bring something new. Define success criteria. Think about how you will measure the success of the training and whether it aligns with the trainee's goals. Success might look like increased confidence in using AI tools or better engagement in the classroom. Knowing this beforehand will help you design more focused and effective training. Assessment questionnaire preparation. Here are some sections and example questions for a questionnaire that you can use to assess whether trainees need this training and gather insights. Section 1. Trainee background. What is your current role? How many years of experience do you have in this role? What technologies, tools do you currently use in your work education? Section 2. Current skill set. On a scale of 1 to 5, how confident are you in using AI or tech tools in your field? 1 being not confident, 5 being very confident. What challenges do you face with the current tools, technologies you are using? Do you currently use AI in your work? If yes, if no, why not? Training needs and goals. What specific skills or knowledge would you like to gain from this training? What are your top 3 challenges in your current work that you hope this training will help address? How do you envision AI improving your current work/education? Section 4. Motivation and readiness. How open are you to using new technologies to improve your current system? What kind of training format do you prefer? E.g., online courses, hands on workshops, group discussions. How much time are you willing to dedicate to this training? Section 5. Expectations. What would success look like for you after completing this training? Are there any specific outcomes or improvements you're hoping for from this training? Section 6. Open ended feedback. What do you feel is missing from the current system/tools that you use? Any other thoughts or ideas you have on the training? Preparing for the training. Once you've assessed the need and readiness, you can customize your training content. Here's how you can approach it. 1. Match content to their needs. If your assessment shows that trainees need practical applications of AI, focus on hands on activities. If they're more interested in the theoretical aspect, offer insights and deep dive discussions. 2. Break it into modules. Divide your training into small, digestible sections based on different skill levels or challenges identified. For example, a beginner level AI understanding module followed by more advanced applications. 3. Include practical examples. Show real world examples of how AI is transforming education or workspaces to make the learning experience relevant and exciting. 4. Interactive learning. Encourage participation through discussions, live examples, and real time feedback to keep the trainees engaged and help them apply the knowledge effectively. 5.
Yes, ChatGPT, please continue. Hello, ChatGPT. Unfortunately, internet is lagged. Let's connect the call one more time. Okay. Hello, ChatGPT. Okay, ChatGPT, you were explaining about different assessment methods that actually work for me. My last question is to you. If the assessment that I took for this training before or
It
prior
seems like
to
your
the training,
question got cut off. Could you please complete it? And I'll be happy to help you with the answer.
sure thing, sure thing. I'm asking to you. Questionnaire is been done, assessment is been done. Now, what next step I have to follow to for the training purpose for the trainees? That should be a very kind gesture on behalf of the trainers for the trainees.
Great question, Mariam. After the questionnaire and assessment have been completed, the next steps are crucial to ensure that your training is not only effective, but also a positive and supportive experience for the trainees. Here's what you can do next. 1. Analyze the results of the assessment. Once you have the results from the questionnaire and assessment, take the time to carefully analyze the data. Identify common patterns, challenges, or skills that most trainees need or are struggling with. This will help you tailor the training content to meet their specific needs. Personalize the training. Customization. Based on the assessment data, personalize the training content for different groups or individuals. For example, if some trainees are more experienced with technology and others aren't, create separate learning paths or provide different levels of difficulty in the content. Address specific challenges. If there are recurring issues, like a lack of basic understanding of AI, make sure to spend extra time covering those topics in your sessions. This shows you're responsive to their needs. Set clear expectations and goals. Transparent goals. At the start of the training, clearly communicate what the trainees will learn, how they will benefit, and what they should expect from the program. This helps set realistic expectations, short term and long term goals. Break the overall goal into smaller, achievable short term goals, e.g., mastering a specific AI tool or applying AI to a classroom setting. This keeps the trainees motivated and gives them a clear sense of progress.
ChatGPT, I
Create
have
a
a question
supportive
for
learning
you.
environment.
Hold on.
Open communication. Encourage an open line of communication. Let the trainees know that they can reach out for help anytime and that their feedback is always welcome. Positive reinforcement. Celebrate milestones, even small ones. When trainees grasp a concept or complete an activity, acknowledge their progress. This creates a positive and encouraging environment. Empathy. Understand that everyone learns at their own pace. Be patient, especially with those who may need extra help. Create an environment where no one feels left behind. Provide real world scenarios and hands on practice. Interactive sessions. Integrate hands on practice sessions where trainees can apply the concepts you've taught. Real world examples or case studies will help make the learning more relevant and engaging. Assign projects where they can directly implement what they've learned. For example, ask them to develop an AI tool for an educational setting or implement a solution in their current teaching/learning process. 6, offer continuous support and feedback. Ongoing feedback, constructive feedback throughout the training. Highlight what they're doing well and where they can improve. Offer personalized suggestions for their improvement. Mentoring. If possible, set up a mentoring system where experienced trainers or peers can guide those who might need more help. This creates a sense of community and shared learning. 7, encourage self reflection and growth. Self assessment. Encourage trainees to reflect on their own progress periodically. Have them assess their skills and goals to identify areas they want to improve. This boosts self awareness and encourages continuous learning. Growth mindset. Foster a growth mindset by emphasizing that learning is a continuous journey. Even after the training is over, encourage them to keep exploring and developing their skills. 8, offer post training resources. Continued learning. Provide additional resources, such as articles, tools, or online courses for trainees to continue learning after the formal training ends. This will help them stay engaged and deepen their knowledge. Community. Create a group, like a social media group or an online forum, where trainees can interact with each other, ask questions, share ideas, and stay motivated. 9, follow up and evaluation. Post training surveys. After the training ends, conduct another survey to assess how effective the training was. This will give you insights into areas you can improve for future sessions. A few weeks after the training, have follow up sessions or check ins to see how they're applying what they've learned and if they need further assistance. 10, express gratitude. Always thank the trainees for their time, effort, and participation. A simple, heartfelt thank you can go a long way in building strong relationships. Certificates or recognition. You can offer certificates of completion or recognition for those who performed exceptionally well. This can motivate them and give them a sense of accomplishment. The kind gesture. As a trainer, your kind gesture can truly shine through by being accessible. Make yourself available to answer questions even after the training ends. Being patient and encouraging. Create a safe space for trainees to ask questions without fear of judgment, celebrating their progress. Recognize and celebrate both their small and big achievements, fostering an environment where they feel supported throughout their learning journey.
Thank you so very much, ChatGPT, for sharing such a very wonderful information. And those who are watching us live, also thank you to you. Keep doing amazing things, and I'll be back with another amazing topic. Allah Hafiz.